acting for Health Director Munya up until tomorrow. So one more day.
Okay, so I'm gonna do roll call, hopefully. Okay, so Guam Department of Agriculture, is Chris on the Zoom meeting? Okay, I will just represent that.
He was on a Fish and Wildlife Service call.
Oh,
It was me.
so I guess for now, if it's okay if I represent Guam Department of Ag, then.
Sure.
So, Guam Customs? Here. All right. Okay, the University of Guam is not here right now. Mayor's Council of Guam? Right here. All right. Guam International Airport? Here. Okay, Department of Parks and Recs, not here. Port Authority of Guam, not here.
Here, Jeremy Camacho for Port Authority.
Port Authority's here. All right. Northern Soil and Water Conservation District. Here. Okay. And then Southern Soil and Water Conservation District. Okay. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna go through the affiliate members real quick. US Fish and Wildlife. All right. USDA Wildlife Services. Yep. NAFAC Marianas. No. Okay, Port Users Group. Yes. Governor's Office. No. Bureau of Statistics and Plans. All right. Guam Homeland Security. No. USDA APHIS. No.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
well, already said us, so they, yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
What you're
okay.
referring to.
I was referring to Ben and Troy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
US, Guam EPA? No, okay. US Department of Defense. Okay, Department of Public Health and Social Services. And Chamber of Commerce. So we do have a quorum. Yes.
All right. Well, again, Manana Suzuos, everyone. I've introduced myself and I'd like to let my co-chair introduce himself.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Vincent Perez. I'm the Chief of Customs. Currently, Ike Paredo is off island, so he sends his regrets that he cannot be here. I'll pass on any information that is relevant and pertinent to us in moving forward. I'm not sure if everyone in this room understands that Guam Customs is trying to modernize. And one of the things in moving forward is the adoption of what we call the automated system for customs data. And we've been having some challenges as far as like going back and forth between the Attorney General's office, our office, and procurement. So there is a bill that was just recently proffered, Bill 234 by Senator Jesse LaHan, that mandates that the government of Guam, through the Customs and Quarantine Agency, adopts the use of the ASIC-CUDA program. Keep in mind that this is a system that is used by almost 200 plus customs administrations around the world that would help in the collection of data. So imagine everything has a data value point. And all you gotta do is type it in and find out like how many sunglasses are coming in by putting in a code and relative values. There's so much information that the data can provide. And I believe that in this context we see here in the room and moving forward, it'd be very beneficial for the stakeholders. Everything has some kind of commodity coding, so there's more to come on that. We're going to be meeting with the stakeholders regularly. As soon as we get a firm grip on pulling the trigger, we've been doing this process already, I think, for almost 24 months. And for me, it's a little frustrating at times when you can't really materialize it because of the processes that are set in place. But there's more to come. If you guys are you can always come to my office, sit down with me and talk more about the clear. But thank you everyone for being here today.
We can move on to the next item, and that will be the approval of the September 29, 2025 meeting minutes. We did one, we need a minute to review that. Does everyone have copies? If you're missing one, just raise a hand.
Motion to approve the minutes, subject to corrections.
Right, do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Right,
I second motion to approve the minutes of last meeting.
so with that second, do I now get to
Discussion.
discuss it?
Anybody? No input, no?
Thank you. All right, then we're going to move forward with approving with corrections or revisions to be added.
Thanks, so.
So now we're up for our secretary report. Cheryl is like super excited. So,
Okay, so, the secretary report, fiscal year 2025 ended for the Guam invasive species inspection fee fund. And so far, we billed to the carriers, the 7 carriers, $1,859,381.24. We have collected from them so far, $1,470,000 and $400,000.79. For this, I have sent out, I've sent out some statements of accounts of, that are still owed to the Biosecurity Division, the Guam invasive species inspection fee fund. And that is $388,980.45. For the advisory council, we just had the Guam invasive species advisory council. We just had a meeting yesterday, and we worked on Chris introduced from Florida a invasive species priority matrix, and we shared it with the advisory council, which consists of the researchers from UOG, the different expertise for invasive species such as the plants, insects. We're gonna add in like for the slug stuff. So we went over that. It needs some changes because it's not perfect. We did also consider the different stakeholders. Once the researchers perfect that, then we send it down to GIST, and then we can have you guys review it. And that's a priority list that gives it from like 0 to 10 and see which is the highest priority on Guam, and that could affect other neighboring islands or the region. So that's what we worked on yesterday. For the next meeting date for that advisory council is it's still to be determined, but usually they were telling me they want usually on a Thursday. And so I'm still planning out that date with them and getting more people on the advisory council. So that's about it. Can we move on to the members reports? So can we get okay, is Chris online for Guam Department of? Okay, so
I am online. Can everyone hear me?
yes.
Chris.
Great. Hi everyone. And thank you all for coming to the GIST meeting. And I do want to apologize for not being there in person. This is in fact my first GIST meeting that I'm not actually there in person. So I did want to note, maybe to add a little bit more to what was discussed in the Guam Invasive Species Advisory Council. We still do want to get, obviously we are going to get other members involved. We did want to start off with the experts and then work our way with the members. So just wanted to stress out that we are not forgetting about our GISC members. We are not forgetting about our stakeholders, because eventually in the end, because it does say in the law that the Guam invasive species management plan would still have to go through a public hearing so that we can get that plan that plan through the legislation. And it's very similar to the forestry action plan. So if you kind of were involved with that, it's very similar. You still had to go through the public to do that, and through legislation. All right. So now to go on with Department of Agriculture's current updates. Current update right now with Department of Agriculture, because we are in the new fiscal year. We just actually did an establishment of the account for fiscal year 26. So fiscal year 26 accounts are now already online, meaning it's already in the system, in the Guam in the government of Guam system. So now we are going to be putting forth the GG1s. So if you don't know what a GG1 is, we're putting forth the position descriptions for to fill well, I guess if you want me to start naming all the other positions, I can do that. Oh, I only have 1 minute. I apologize. I guess really just in short, we are going to be putting out some positions for Guam Department of Agriculture Biosecurity Division. One specifically, the Biosecurity Division Chief, as well as 3 other technicians. And hopefully again. So that's just to start off with. And then that's it. That's all that I have for my updates. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. So I messaged Chris with 1 minute warning, just as a reminder to everyone. I think Cheryl's only giving you
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay, so 3 minutes, and we're gonna hold you firm to that. So thank you. Next.
Got it.
Guam Customs and Quarantine.
Well, good morning, everyone. As you know, I'm Captain Bill Cruz with Guam Customs Biosecurity Unit. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of what happened in past quarter. Okay, give you some updates from the last meeting. So currently, I think I've mentioned in the past that we had a problem with importation animal feed coming from the Philippines and stuff. We got together and talked to the importers and stuff, and advised them why they were being either to be re-exported or destroyed because of the USDA's provision on meat byproducts and bovine meal. Since that last meeting and we talked to them, everything's been good to go. We've been doing inspections constantly now, so finding that the ingredient didn't contain that anymore. So pretty much they all compliant. So right now, as you speak, the distributors are still bringing them in, and the wholesalers, and they're proceeding with selling them in the markets. Okay, this couple months we had sand coming in from Japan and Korea. We had 2 officers go out there to collect samples for EPA, the Guam EPA, and also for Department of Biology under Dr. Dulac for testing for the EPA will be fecal matter, and then for EOG will be for the nematodes. And those 2 trips, they both passed. It was negative on fecal matter and nematodes. So that's a good thing. In the last meeting, I talked about that construction. They had that project down at a commercial port for the brown breakwater. As we speak, that vessel is rolling in. Hopefully by the end of the year, end of the month, it'll be coming in. I still have a meeting with the Black Construction. There was a little bit of hiccups there when the vessel arrived to Canada, so we had to set it back just a little bit. But I'll get back to that on when we have a meeting. So far, the samples were collected for EPA. And an approved EPA site or actually lab there in Canada. So their first set of samples were flown over there, was collected by us, but flown over there by a carrier. Then we took our collection back to Guam and gave it to Dr. Dula for his testing. Okay, we're still waiting for that. Oh, over there. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me get clear. Okay, we'll get. Okay. Right now, I know it's holiday season and everything. We have the trees that came in. we're still waiting for one more 40-foot container. Everything so far has passed, so if you're out there at Home Depot or Exchange, whatever, this Christmas machine right there now. We have one more container and that should be for the year. Okay, the sad news, we have one 20-foot container from one of the distributors, and he had a slugs or mud that was infested, so that container is going back to the port originator that it was not allowed entry to US gates, okay? Another thing is, we had 75 boxes that were sent us that were inspected in our biosecurity, in the fish station, that were deemed to also have slugs, and those were destroyed. The concern that owned that will buy again, and they're gonna change their distributor or their nursery where they got that from. So hopefully next week they'll come and do fresh, thank you.
Well, okay, no, did you wanna just finish it up?
That's it.
That's it? Okay, so Guam Department of Parks and Recs is not here. Port Authority of Guam? Ken?
Port Authority.
Yes, can you do you have an update?
I'm filling in for Mr. Paul Salas today. My name is Jeremy Camacho. I'm with the Safety Division under Environmental Compliance. We have no current updates as of the moment, but we're just looking to also establish our partnership with the other agencies to make sure that all our contacts and is updated. So if you guys have any changes to your phone numbers or contacts, we'll gladly take that into our program.
That's a really good point there. Cheryl, maybe that's something you can send out to the members.
Okay.
The updated contact
Okay.
information. That's a good one.
And then we're also doing our secondary inspections, and we're still finding, nothing that's new to the island or anything, but we're still performing our inspections and working with customs and agriculture to make sure that we get that mitigated.
Anything else, sir?
That's all I got. You guys have anything for us?
Not to our knowledge. Thank you. You've got no time warning. Excellent.
Thank you.
All right, Guam International Airport Authority?
Here.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Eric Ada from the program coordinator for GIAA. 2 weeks ago, we Lieutenant Colonel Olson from Nellis Air Force Base, he's the entomologist out of there, came and visited the airport to put out mosquito traps. And so by our air terminal manager to assist them in laying them out. It took over a day and they collected mosquito samples. I guess for any for their environmental assessments, I guess for any big mobilization at the authority. So just throwing that out there. I don't know what was the result of it yet. I could reach out to him if what was the result, if anybody here in the community would like to know about it. So that's the latest thing so far. That's all.
Okay, so, any questions for Ada? Okay.
Time to report out.
Okay, Mayor's Council of Guam?
Back to the mayor's council, it's just that green waste management plan, emergency management, that's all we're really striving for. As soon as you guys come up with a committee for that, please invite me and I will be there. Other than that, that's pretty much it from the mayor's council. We need direction on green waste management. We're gonna be having a lot of it then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Point us in the right direction.
Okay. Is Chris still here?
Yes,
Chris?
I'm still here. Actually, in fact, thank you, Mayor, for bringing that up. I know this was brought up in the last meeting, and I think to get the ball rolling on this, I think we should set up a meeting sometime this, either next week or maybe the week after before Christmas, and maybe we can have like a kickoff meeting for just for how we want to envision the planning for this green waste management plan. What do you say? I'm not sure what your schedule is for the next 2 weeks, but yeah, after I get back on island, I mean, I would be essentially free and put this on the top of my list. Especially we want to be able to try and get this plan to set up before we head back into typhoon season. Luckily, we are now heading out of typhoon season, but you never know when the next typhoon will come. So, but I believe firmly that I think, you know, within the next week, if we could get this meeting kick started, and then from there we can now work our way by adding you know, other members, for those who want to be involved in the green waste planning, and other stakeholders that would be involved with the green waste management. So what do you say, Mayor? Do you have are you free next week, next 2 weeks?
Which called that, I'm sorry, but I'm leaving to a wedding on the 10th and I won't be back till
Okay.
the 23rd. If you want to meet, then the 26th, I'm free after the 23rd. That's the earliest I got.
Okay.
Okay.
Your email mayor and then, you know, we.
Yeah,
can-
let's
Yeah.
do an email. Yeah. Okay. That sounds good, Mayor. Okay.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, so then University of Guam is not here. So update from Northern Soil and Water Conservation District.
Yeah, Franklin, there's only two things I have here. One is that, Savannah and Erica are working on the letter to Congressman Moylan about supporting the feral swine funding under the governance committee. And we are working on creating a digital feral swine reporting list to ensure producers and community members are serviced and sent to USDA APHIS. That's all.
So do you guys want to add any more to that or?
No,
Okay, so, so Southern Soil and Water.
yeah, I'll follow his, on that subject, but yeah, the Southern Guam report.
Okay.
Yeah, they remember we're two different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, Guam, I just have two subjects here to cover. The first one was the congressional letter to Moylan. It was, a letter has already been drafted up and, pretty much it's done, but we wanted to, propose submitting it to the body. Directly to the chairs initially and then let them distribute it out. And maybe provide more guidance or input on that. And, before we decide to move it forward. Also part of that, we wanted to make sure that, the timelines and, of submission of there is in the appropriate, timeframe, right? In the past, we've had history about that, you know, we don't want this letter to just fall through because it's holiday season when they get it, right? So we wanna do the timing in a better, way, so on our, I think, submitting either late January, February is a good time. It aligns with national, conservation advocacy efforts in the upcoming funding, federal funding cycles. As far as NACD, which we are part of, that's the big part of our, effort is through February, March is the flying where the executive board normally goes to Congress and advocates for all the conservation effort. So I think right before that would be the best time to submit that letter so that they can actually familiarize, but it'll still be when we come there to discuss those issues with them. So that's what we're asking on that point. The second one is the feral swine roundtable. It's a follow-up and next steps. We had that meeting, was it October 15th? And there was, we had 21 different participants representing all the different agencies and people of interest regarding feral swine, which was a pretty good first meeting for that. a full summary of the report was already shared with the group, so. I'll just give you a few key consensus emerging from the session with the need to formalize the feral swine subcommittee. Under GIS, right, this committee would serve as a central coordinating body responsible for strategy development, data sharing, and standardized reporting, cross-agency coordination, training and capacity building, and implementation of unified approach to feral swine control. So yeah, those are the issues that we wanted to report on to.
So who the ask is to? For the community. So the ask is really if the council can formalize that committee, the feral swine.
Gonna make a motion for it.
Okay. Look, I'm just gonna repeat what you're saying. A motion to formalize the subcommittee for feral swine, you wanna call it feral swine management, feral swine program, feral swine control. Work out the name.
Committee.
Subcommittee, feral swine.
Subcommittee.
Like a motion to support that.
I second the motion.
I'll make the motion.
Is that the motion?
Oh.
Okay.
Get second.
Oh.
Okay, I can third that.
Yeah.
One, two.
So.
All right, motion accepted. Any discussion?
Discussion, yes.
With no discussion, motion accepted, passed. Okay.
Or all in favor?
Without objection.
Any objection? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody, for your patience with me. The third time I do this.
We have to know who's in the feral swine committee.
We have to identify who those committee members will be. So perhaps your roundtable will help identify, but you'll need committee members on this. Is there a quota for how many committee members need to be on a subcommittee before it opens up to? Is that a thing?
No.
Because there should be, right, accountability back to the main body.
There should be enough members in there, so there would be a consensus as far as like if we vote. So I would just recommend that we just have whatever membership we have here that forms a consensus, just be part of the subcommittee. Because in that way, we all have a perspective to provide as far as if you're doing anything from the enforcement side, from strategic planning or whatever, so.
It's just.
Are you committee as a whole? Is that what you're saying, a committee as a whole or something?
No,
like
a
that?
subcommittee can still be like the main committee, but a subcommittee focused on
Yeah.
on that
On that
one
topic,
topic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Can I do
right.
that with post?
Yes.
We do the same thing with
Yeah.
post.
And so that's our experience.
That's fine, I mean,
Okay,
Okay,
so when we do plan a next meeting, then we can decide who would chair and all that, right?
yes.
so perhaps you can just lay out the what the foundation will look like in moving forward, and then we can have open discussion. And we can place that material for agenda as further discussion next meeting.
Okay,
Okay,
all right,
Thank you for that.
thank you. All right, US Fish and Wildlife Services. Do you guys have an update?
I don't on my end, I'd say the ecological services branch. Is anyone for our business species team on the call? MJ Missouri or Troy Levinson?
Oh,
Not
MJ,
again.
is MJ in the Zoom call?
Our business species team is based.
I think she just left. But she did chime in the beginning. But she did have to drop off the call, so.
No, okay,
no,
thank you.
All right, USDA Wildlife Services.
Yeah, sure. As you all may have heard, probably not, there was a short, brief shutdown. So that of course made things a little complicated, but everything's, we never stopped working, but it meant that a lot of the fiscal year 26 agreements were kind of in limbo while things were getting sorted. But the feral swine agreements were all sorted out by our federal partners. The brown tree snake interdiction programs continued. We're still trying to get those programs finalized with Department of Defense and Office of Insular Affairs. But those activities are continuing. So that's pretty much what we do for y'all as far as basic solutions. So we're keeping going even though everything's kind of still waking up.
You, anybody? Okay, so, NAPDAC Marianas are they here? No. Okay, so we'll move on to.
Okay,
Guam.
Hey,
Chris?
Cheerios, sorry,
Yeah.
are we all finished with member reports?
Now we're on the non-members, the
Ah.
affiliate.
Okay, I'll wait till the affiliate members and then if we could go back to me, I do have one more announcement to make. It's just basically a highlight that I need to make sure it's recorded in this meeting. Okay, we'll do the affiliate members.
Okay. Bureau of Statistics and Planning? No report, no update. All right, Guam EPA is not here. Governor's office. Just making sure, okay. Okay, Port Users Group, do you guys have an update? Oh, can I ask you guys something? When's your next Port Users Group?
Next month, January.
January, okay, sorry, I think I missed your last.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
How often do you have them?
we usually have it twice a month.
Oh, twice a month.
Yeah, so one is the port members and then everybody else is on the same.
Okay. Okay, Guam Homeland Security. Not here. USDA APHIS, it's kind of the same, right? So, they're not here. US Department of Defense, not here. Department of Public Health and Social Services, not here, and Chambers of Commerce is not here. So, the next one is actually, Chris. Oh yeah,
Okay.
Chris.
Yes. Thank you. So, just wanted to make it make note here for all the GISC members. So Department of Agriculture's Biosecurity Division Guam Invasive Species Detector Dog Team, again funded by the Research Corporation of University of Guam. The detector dog team had intercepted 5 coconut rhinoceros beetles at Micronesian Air Cargo Services. Micronesian Air Cargo Services, which is located in Tizen. It was located in the hangar during a routine, again, this was during a routine inspection of the exporting cargo. So cargo that was leaving. One of the detector dogs named Na'i, and the canine handler Elizabeth Alexander had found 3 female three female CRB, 3 female coconut rhinoceros beetles, 2 which were alive, 1 which was dead, and this was for cargo. This is nearby cargo that was destined for Saipan.
Wow.
Awesome.
So, and lastly, so that prompted Mrs. Alexander to do another search, an immediate search in an area, and it led to finding 2 additional live male coconut rhinoceros beetles. So in total, there were 5 coconut rhinoceros beetles that were immediately secured and transferred to the Guam Department of Agriculture for a final disposition. So I wanted to one more make a bigger note here that Micronesian Air Cargo Services handles several daily cargo flights from Guam to Saipan, to Tinian, and to Rota. And so to date, there are no established coconut rhinoceros beetle populations in Saipan and Tinian. So this finding is of big significance. And lastly, it is really hard to determine, or it's very difficult to determine where CRB would come from, because a lot of cargo from US mail at MAC is brought over from United Cargo. So just keep in mind that when things come into the through USPS, it goes or through United Cargo, some of that stuff that's in United Cargo gets transferred to Micronesian Air Cargo Services. So, and in the past, coconut rhinoceros beetle has been detected at United Air Cargo. So we don't know whether those rhino beetle that was in Mac Air was transported in any way, or if it was simply just found at the facility, or if the origin of those beetles was from Mac Air facility. So again, coconut rhinoceros beetle traps are set up. They are set up at all of these areas, from Micronesian Air Cargos to United Air Cargo, and basically the whole Teason area. So there is less likely, though, that it's still possible that Micronesian Air Cargo would also handle cargo from Rhoda, where coconut rhinoceros beetle is established. So just wanted to make a huge note there that the network of traps is there for a reason, to track where are the potential high populations in these areas, and if intervention, which is using fungicide, which is using GMF, and using the tree injection, if we find if it's effective. So just wanted to make that note there, and yeah, that's it. And if there are any questions, yeah.
But before we move on from that one, this business, I just wanted to add, because we should put it in the notes, that Captain Bill provided more about security task force updates and information. So it was provided just for the sake of time to chair and co-chair, and so we will make sure that it's added to the notes. Just wanted to officially acknowledge that. All right,
Thanks.
where we?
Thank you, Chair.
So now, the last meeting, we didn't get through the committee report. So, governance committee, do you guys have an update? That's DOI, Department of Ag, Northern Soil and Water, USDPQ, Guam Customs, Governor's Office, and Homeland Security.
Well, I think the big highlight there for the governance committee is that a letter was written. I believe it was already finalized, draft finalized. Do you guys have a copy of? There should have been a copy of the letter that was great. Yeah. So if you just kind of do a quick reading of it, or if you had not read it, I think it's a great letter, and I think it highlights the key importance. And so we really thank the districts that have really stepped up to helping draft the letter.
Okay, and
That's-
then
yeah.
I can email it to the members again, Chris, so they can have
Mhm.
a digital copy.
Yes. We are hoping that we can get this signed as quickly as possible. So
Okay. So, that's it for that one. What about the Education and Outreach Committee? Any update? That's also Customs and Quarantine, UOG, Area Wildlife.
Yeah.
Roland didn't show today.
Yep.
He's
Oh, he's there.
but he hasn't provided anything to update us on that, so yeah.
Okay.
So I did want to mention, because Roland did message me and gives his apologies for not being able to attend, but we need to make sure that we're reporting this. So first thing, Guam Invasive Species Awareness Week. We want to ensure that we are recognizing that week. I know it's going to be coming up really soon. And again, if I'm not mistaken, that week generally would fall in the same time, fall at the same time as National Invasive Species Awareness Week, which is February 23rd through the 27th. So, very important to note here because I feel like, you know, since GISC has been meeting for already the past, I guess the past 8 or 9 meetings, we have not missed a meeting, which is great. And I feel like we should all gear ourselves up to recognize National Invasive Species Awareness Week. So that's for February 23rd to the 27th. And I don't know, Chiro, if we have a meeting scheduled, if we have a meeting scheduled before that. We'll find out by the end of this meeting if we'll have a meeting scheduled before that time frame or after. I would prefer to try to get that meeting scheduled before so we can all kind of prepare ourselves and recognize National Invasive Species Awareness Week. So that's for that week. And then Earth Day, which is April 22nd, 2026. And then Stewardship Awareness Week, which is April 25th to May 6th. And there was a proposal to get GISC a proclamation for Invasive Species Week. And so for all of our members, I would say, well, again, there's this proposal that being set out. If you could compile all of your Guam accomplishments, and outreach, that you're doing for invasive species, I think this would be a good way to kind of show our successes and some of the stuff that we are working on during Guam Invasive Species Awareness Week. And I think we're gonna try and set something up to show what our, you know, what we're doing with invasive species on Guam. That's all I have to I guess to help Roland report this on the education committee side, because I think there are going to be some talks in regards to preparing for Guam Invasive Species Awareness Week. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Okay, so the finance committee, so that's DON, Customs and Quarantine. Again, for me, I guess I gave the update for the invasive species inspection fee fund. But Chris and I are gonna work on the next expenditure report for this fund in the upcoming GISC meeting. So we will submit that one to the chairs and to the members, because it is by law that we have to do a quarterly report for this expenditure report of the fund. So Chris and I will be working on that, and we will have that by the next GISC meeting. Okay. There's the Equipment and Facilities Committee. That one, anybody that was in charge of that one? No? So no update from that? So there's any old business that anybody wants to bring up from the last meeting? Because we didn't talk about the committees, but that was no old business. Okay, I'm gonna go with the new business now.
Okay, new business, and there's only one thing listed under there,
So we,
but I think we,
yeah, we covered that.
yeah.
Any new business anybody wants to bring up?
Hey.
All right, okay, announcement. So for this one, the second quarterly Guam Invasive Species Council meeting, I wanna ask them here today, when are you free for the next one? Cause by 3 months, it should be in March. So between January and March, when is a free time to have the next GISC meeting?
The middle part of March on. Beginning is Discovery Day and all those festivities, the Mayor's Council will not be You before the February 23rd to 27th timeframe, like first.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yes, correct. We're hoping perhaps we could meet prior uh to Invasive Species Awareness Week, so we can kind of again prepare for that week. We may be getting in touch with each of the members so that we can, you know, somehow formalize a something that we can share to the public, that this is the work that the members of the Guam Invasive Species Council is doing to tackle invasive species. That to me would be a good highlight. But so yeah, if we could set up a meeting, or I'm sorry, if we could have the meeting before that week, that would be great. I know it feels like, yeah, it's just January is just right around the corner, right? So,
So also I have to check with our two directors,
that's right.
director, to see if they're free also during this time.
If you're talking about earlier than the 23rd, I guess, northern and southern district might not even be around for the most part.
So maybe I can communicate
Late,
with them.
sorry.
Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
That's what I
Yeah, no,
think.
I'm thinking late January.
late January is fine. Or January 1.
Okay,
Does it have to be a meeting, or can it be something put together in an email with like matrix of options?
And then just on the.
That's a good idea.
Like a Google doc you can all have access to review.
That's a good idea. Yep. I'm in agreement with that.
Yeah, I'll work with Chris on that. Think you agrees, I'll work with it. Okay, but so then I guess we'll just have that document and then just plan for the next guest. I'll talk with the directors, the two chairs.
Then hold the guest meeting in the invasive species week time, and it just bring up all things that we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
We're all-
good.
And so for the most part, you all contact each other. We're all gonna be on phone, you and email, right? So.
That's
you work
right.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll work. Okay. So adjournment, the chair.
Oh, okay. Any other questions? Shares, motion to adjourn. Anybody?
Motion to adjourn. Oh, sorry, we're wasting time.
Second. Got it. All right, we've accepted that, no discussion needed, adjourned, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
There's like donuts right